A CBS 46 crime alert right now. What started as a complaint against a Cobb County police officer has ended with a resignation and criminal sexual assault charges. Today, the Cobb County police chief holding a news conference just one day after his investigators arrested former officer Andres Alcaraz. CBS 46's Melissa Stern joins us live near the location. Melissa, the alleged sexual assault happened in this area. What were you able to find out from investigators?
The police chief says one person's actions do not represent the department as a whole. And as for what the victim told them happened along this street, they're taking very seriously.
We are extremely disturbed by the actions we were made aware of recently concerning a now former employee.
Cobb County Police Chief Tim Cox says they are dedicated to safety. Andres Alcaraz worked with the department for about 4 years and was recently assigned to the DUI task force.
Please understand that the actions of this one person does not represent what this police department stands for.
Chief Cox says a woman reported information about Alcaraz and his inappropriate behavior after he stopped her on a routine suspicious person encounter. We're told the victim was stopped in the area of Benson Pool Road in the early morning hours in a dark location. But this happened in May. It took her a while to come forward. And it also took officers a while to get in touch with her, as police say she doesn't have a specific local address.
I think there was a concern on her part whether the complaint might be taken seriously or not.
Within hours of interviewing the victim, Alcaraz was placed on administrative leave. This past Sunday, June 30th, he chose to resign while the investigation continues. He was arrested the following day.
It is important for the public to not only trust those that have been called to serve in law enforcement, but also the public must know that we will root out any criminal behavior.
Chief Cox says this is not a he said, she said situation.
Her statements were very credible, and which has led us to other evidence.
Chief Cox says people previously made complaints, not necessarily the same nature as this case about Alcaraz, but he was either exonerated or the complaints were unfounded.
The officer does have a few complaints that have been filed throughout his career, and those complaints have been investigated by supervision and by internal affairs.
Chief Cox says it's too early to say whether there are other victims. Reporting live in Cobb County, I'm Melissa Stern, CBS 46 News.